We're going to talk about today the top 10 places to use your Blood Fury. Probably the best use and number one spot belongs to Nex. You take lots of unavoidable damage there, and lots of sustain is required and makes the boss fight go a lot more smoothly. The number two spot is going to go to all of the raids, whether you're doing the regular version or some of the harder variants. The really nice thing about the Blood Shard is when you're tribe raiding, it doesn't actually use any charges when you're doing your mage or range, only when you're doing your melee attacks. So you don't use as many charges, and those heals can really help out. Spot number three is going to belong to Cerberus. At this boss, you take a lot of unavoidable damage, and it just brings so much quality of life to be able to get some passive healing and extend your trip, make it longer, and it even gives you the option to bring more prayer potions than you normally would if you had to bring food also. Spot number four is going to go to God Wars dungeon bosses, specifically General Grador, Bandos, and Krill at Zami. Blood Shard is really good there, especially if you are tanking. I'm a group Iron Man, so I actually used one of my first full Blood Shards at these bosses tanking for my team, and it just brought a lot of quality of life, especially when your gear's not good early on, you take a lot of damage. I haven't personally used mine here because I did Shadow only Calfight Queen, but spot number 5 is going to go over to the Calfight Queen, especially with the new Karis. You can do a lot of damage very easy to Calfight Queen, and that nice passive healing effect would really help with all the passive damage you take unavoidably at Calfight Queen. The sixth spot is going to have to belong to Nightmare. It is really good here, especially if you're tanking or just killing the boss in general, because you take a lot of unavoidable damage in the normal boss. At Fasani's, a lot of it is avoidable. In the last four, I'll quickly go through. I'm going to group together at number 7, Duke from the new Desert Treasure 2 boss. You take some unavoidable damage here, and the healing is very nice for that quality of life. Same thing at Vardorvis. And then my last two, I will use Grotesque Guardians as number 9, and then Abyssal Sire as number 10. Good thing about Grotesque Guardians is you don't use charges the entire fight, because sometimes you are ranging and you only use them when you are meleeing. I haven't personally killed any Abyssal Sire other than like maybe 2 or 3 kills, and I hated it and it was awful. So I would use the Blood Fury if I had like an excess or if I were a main, just for some quality of life. Thanks for watching. Let me know if I missed any that would have been on your top 10 list.